Hi students, in the previous video I have explained about the condensation or step growth polymerization in the precise manner with examples. Now this particular video is the extension of the previous video. That is, I gave the examples for the polymers which have been prepared or synthesized by the condensation or step growth polymerization includes nylon 6,6. The second one is polyester, bakelite, and urea formaldehyde resin. So among these four, today I am going to discuss about the preparation or synthesis or OR. Preparation or synthesis of nylon 6,6, which is also called as polyamide. So why it is also called as polyamide and why it is called as 6,6, I will explain later after discussing its preparation or synthesis. So dear students, the most toughest part during the preparation of any of the polymer is remembering the starting materials, is remembering the monomer units by which we can get the polymer. So for remembering the monomer units by which we can produce or synthesize or prepare the nylon 6,6 or polyamide, right? For remembering these monomer units, I have designed one sentence for you. So that sentence is national highway in between person A. National highway in between person A. Now what does it stands for? Let us see. So with the help of this particular sentence, which is national highway in between person A, it is very easy to remember what are the monomer units which are required to prepare or synthesize the nylon 6,6 or polyamide. So national highway in between person A. National highway in between person A. In between person A. So with this sentence, it is very easy to remember what are the starting materials or monomer units required for the preparation or synthesis of nylon 6,6 or polyamide. Now N stands for the polymer, which is nylon 6,6. Nylon 6,6. It stands for one of the monomer unit required for the preparation or synthesis of the nylon 6,6, which is hexamethylene diamine. Hexamethylene diamine. And A stands for adipic acid. A stands for adipic acid. Adipic acid. Right? So, do you remember, students? With the help of the sentence, which is so called as a national highway in between person A, it is very easy to remember what are the starting materials. That is, what are the monomer units by which we can prepare or synthesize the nylon 6,6 or polyamide. That is, national highway in between person A. N stands for nylon 6,6, which is the polymer which is supposed to be prepared or synthesized. H is the hexamethylene diamine, which is one of the monomer unit which is required for the preparation or synthesis of nylon 6,6 or polyamide. Another monomer unit which is required for the synthesis or preparation of nylon 6,6 or polyamide is adipic acid. Now with the help of this particular sentence, it is very well versed that the two monomer units are required for the preparation or synthesis of nylon 6,6 or polyamide. Now the task is how to remember the structure of each and every monomer unit. Now here, two monomer units are required for the preparation or synthesis of nylon 6,6 or polyamide. Now, how to remember the structure of hexamethylene diamine, which is one of the monomer, and how to remember the structure of the adipic acid, which is another monomer which is getting reacted with hexamethylene diamine and converting into the nylon 6,6 or polyamide. So now let us focus on the structure of hexamethylene diamine, students. Hexamethylene diamine. So what do you mean by methylene, students? Methylene means CH2. Methylene is CH2. Hexa stands for 6. So it comprises, this hexamethylene diamine comprises 6 CH2. Now what do you mean by amine? NH2 is the amine. Diamine means 2 amino groups. One will be on the right side with respect to CH2 taken 6. Another NH2 will be on the left side with respect to CH2 taken 6. So that is the structure of hexamethylene diamine. There is no need to memorize the structure of any of the organic molecule. By the name of it, you have to remember the structure of the organic molecule. Right, students? What is methylene? CH2. CH2. CH2 is methylene. And it is hexamethylene. Means 6 CH2. 6 CH2. Amine means NH2. And it is diamine. Diamine. So since it is diamine, one amine will be there on right side with respect to CH2 taken 6. And another amino group will be there on left side with respect to CH2 taken 6. So this is the structure of hexamethylene diamine, and in this manner only you have to remember the structures of organic molecules. Don't memorize by writing the structures for 10 to 20 times on the paper. Hexamethylene diamine. Now we got the structure of one of the monomeric unit which is required for the preparation or synthesis of the nylon 6,6 or polyamide. Now coming to another monomeric unit which is required for the synthesis of this particular polymer is adipic acid. Now do remember, students, you should not remember the adipic acid as adipic acid. So if you remember the adipic acid as adipic acid, then it becomes very difficult to remember the structure of adipic acid. Now how to remember the structure of adipic acid? Another name is there associated with adipic acid. With the help of another name, you can remember what is the structure of adipic acid. So adipic acid, another name for the adipic acid is tetramethyl dicarboxylic acid. Tetramethyl dicarboxylic acid. Dicarboxylic acid. Now, what do you mean by methylene, students? Just now we discussed CH2. Tetra stands for 4. So 4 CH2s will be a part of this tetramethylene. And what is carboxylic group? COOH. And as it is dicarboxylic acid, it comprises the 2 COOH. 2 COOH. One will be on right side with respect to CH2 taken 4. And another will be on the left side with respect to CH2 taken 4. So that is our structure, right? So methylene means CH2, right? And tetramethylene, since it is tetramethylene, 4CH2, and carboxylic acid, dicarboxylic acid, right? So since it is dicarboxylic acid, it comprises 2 carboxylic acid moieties. 2 carboxylic acid. So one carboxylic group will be on the right side with respect to CH2 taken 4. Another carboxylic group will be on left side with respect to CH2 taken 4. So now this is the structure of adipic acid. Adipic acid. So do remember, students, adipic acid should be remembered as tetramethylene dicarboxylic acid. If you remember the adipic acid by its name, it is very difficult to get the structure of adipic acid. So now I hope you understood this, right? I hope you understood the structure, that is how to get the structure of one of the monomeric unit, that is hexamethylene diamine, for the preparation or synthesis of the nylon 6,6. Another monomeric unit which is adipic acid, which in turn it is tetramethylene dicarboxylic acid for the preparation or synthesis of nylon 6,6 or polyamide. Now we got the two monomer units which are required for the preparation or synthesis of this particular polymer, which is so called as nylon 6,6 or polyamide, students. Right. So one monomer unit is hexamethylene diamine. Another monomer unit is tetramethylene dicarboxylic acid, which is adipic acid. Now, let us see the preparation of nylon 6,6 or polyamide with the help of the two structures which we got now. Right, with the help of their names. So, one is hexamethylene diamine, that is CH2 taken 6 diamine NH2 NH2 NH2. So this is what, students? Hexamethylene diamine. Hexamethylene diamine, which is one of the monomer units. Just now we got the structure of it. It reacts with n number of molecules of what is another monomer unit? Adipic acid, which is tetramethylene dicarboxylic acid. What is the structure of tetramethylene dicarboxylic? Just now we have discussed, right? So CH2 taken for C double bond O, or I don't want to complicate the structures. Just take down it as COOH. So if you write C double bond OH, it is the accurate or precise structure, but I am avoiding that because you will face some sort of ambiguity if I write the structure as C double bond OH. That is the reason I am not expanding its structure. I am not writing the precise structure of carboxyl moiety. Right, what is this, students? This is adipic acid or tetramethylene. Adipic acid or tetramethylene dicarboxylic acid. So just now we got the structure of it with the help of its name, right? Now both this undergo, we are discussing this particular polymer preparation in the condensation polymerization. In the condensation polymerization means what, students? These two monomer units undergo condensation polymerization, resulting in the formation of the polymer, which is so called as nylon 6,6 or polyamide. Nylon 6,6 or polyamide. Now, it is very easy to write the structure of the resulting polymer, which is so called as nylon 6,6 or polyamide. If you know the structure of the monomer units, already you know the structure of the monomer. Now, in order to get the structure of the polymer, which is the nylon 6,6, so what you need to do is just remove the hydrogen from the amino moiety. Remove the hydrogen from amino moiety. And remove the hydroxy from carboxylic moiety. Right. Now, in order to get the structure of nylon 6,6, what you need to do is, you should write the structure of hexamethylene diamine in the polymer in such a manner that NH2 won't be there. What you have to write? Instead of NH2, you should write NH, because hydrogen is being lost from the amino moiety. And while writing the structure of adipic acid or tetramethylene dicarboxylic acid is the resulting polymer, in the resulting polymer, what you need to do is, you have to write the portion of carboxylic moiety without hydroxy group. because hydroxy group is being lost during the polymerization. So those students, what is happening? Hydrogen is being lost from the amino moiety of hexamethylene diamine, and hydroxy is being lost from the carboxylic moiety of adipic acid or tetramethylene dicarboxylic acid. Now hydrogen of this amino group combines with hydroxy of this carboxy moiety of the adipic acid. Both combines. Hydrogen plus OH minus. OH combines, resulting in the formation of water. So water is going to be the byproduct. Now already I have explained clearly that during the condensation or step growth polymerization, small molecules like water, methanol, ethanol, ammonia takes place. Accordingly, here the water molecules are going to be lost. Right? So both this undergo condensation polymerization, condensation polymerization. So once again, students, write down the structure of the nylon 6,6 in such a manner that remove the hydrogen from amino moiety of the hexamethylene diamine. I remove the hydroxy group from carboxy moiety of tetramethylene dicarboxylic acid or adipic acid. Accordingly, what will you get, students? What we are doing? We are removing hydrogen from amino moiety. So accordingly, so NH, there will be a change in the NH. So NH, there is no change at the CH2 taken 6, students. CH2 taken 6. And there is a change in the NH2 because it is being lost along with the hydroxy of the carboxylic moiety of adipic acid. So NH. Now what is happening, students? OH is being lost along with the hydrogen of amino moiety of hexamethylene diamine as a water molecule. So hydroxy moiety is not present. So what is that? Just C double bond O. Now the linkage will develop between the NH and C double bond O of this adipic acid. So CO. Next, is there any change over here, students? There is no change at the CH2 taken 4. And in the carboxylic moiety, there will be a change. That is, hydroxy is being lost. So only CO is left. So this is your structure. It is very, very simple if you know the structures of the monomer units. It is your nylon 6,6. It is your nylon 6,6. Nylon 6,6. Right. Now, I hope you understood this particular preparation. Now, we have to discuss why it is called as nylon 6,6. Nylon 6,6. So see, students, here in the structure of the polymer, with respect to NH, how many carbons are there on the right side? 1 plus 4 plus 1. 6 carbons are there on the right side with respect to NH. 1 plus 4 plus 1. Totally 6 carbons are there on the right side with respect to NH. And on the left side, 6 carbons are there. So since with respect to NH on the right side 6 carbons are there and on the left side 6 carbons are there, it is so called as nylon 6,6. It is so called as nylon 6,6. Now another name is there for the nylon 6. What is that? Polyamide. Polyamide is another name associated with this particular nylon 6,6. Now let us see why it is called as polyamide. So students, this NHC double bond O, this NHC double bond O group is called as amide group. This NHC double bond O group is amide group. Now as it is the polymer, it comprises n number of amide groups. Now it is only one amide group which we are visualizing. But as it is a polymer, it comprises n number of amide groups. So since it comprises n number of amide groups, it is called as polyamide. It is called as polyamide. So that is the reason it is called as a polyamide. So why it is called as nylon 6,6 students? With respect to NH, 6 carbons are there on right side, 6 carbons are there on left side. That is the reason it is called as nylon 6,6. And why it is called as polyamide? Because NHCO bond which is going to be formed during the condensation polymerization between hexamethylene diamine and adipic acid or tetramethylene dicarboxylic acid is amide group. And here we can see only one amide group, but as it is a polymer, it comprises n number of amide groups. So since it comprises n number of amide groups, it is so called as polyamide. Right. I hope you understood this particular preparation of nylon 6,6 or polyamide. So first and foremost, students, what we need to do while writing the preparation or synthesis of any of the polymer is, we have to know its exact structure, exact name in fact. If you know the name exactly, then with the help of the name only, we have to get the structure. Once the structure is being formed, once the structure of one of the starting material is being obtained, you have to get the structure of another starting material, another monomer unit, which is required for the preparation or synthesis of the polymer. After getting the structures of the two, we have to combine the both, and we have to remove certain amount of molecules, right? Certain amount of molecules and certain amount of small molecules. And here what is happening, students? Hydrogen is being lost from the NH2 group, which is combining with the OH, which is being lost from the carboxylic moiety of adipic acid. So H will combine with OH. H will combine with OH. Right? That is, water molecule is being lost. Now, during this polymerization, at a time, 2 water molecules are being lost, students. 2 water molecules are being lost. So since at a time 2 water molecules are being lost, the byproduct is 2n moles of water. Why 2n? Why not n? Because at a time, at a single stretch, 2 water molecules are going to be lost. That is the reason we wrote the 2n moles of water. I hope you understood this particular preparation or synthesis of nylon 6,6 or polyamide with the help of the sentence which I have framed for you, which is National Highway in between person A. N stands for nylon 6,6. H stands for hexamethylene diamine, which is one of the monomer unit, and another monomer unit is adipic acid, which is tetramethylene dicarboxylic acid. So with the help of both of this, the structures in fact, with the help of the structures of both this monomer unit, which is hexamethylene diamine and adipic acid, you are going to get the structure of the polymer, which is so called as nylon 6,6 or polyamide. So thanks for watching, students.